Hey turtles, time for this week's COS update plans. A primordial struggle. Will you consume the light with the darkness, or will you obliterate the darkness with the light? Choose a side this event to represent and earn points for your side to win. If you would like to know how this event works, I have already posted a video about it, so do feel free to watch it. The disaster event will be leaving this week too. The land, sea, and sky event drops this week with the theme of light and dark. Which side will win in the end? Find out by joining and representing your side. The disaster event is ending. Please make sure to complete one of the new creatures missions to obtain the event badge for this event. The bright light shines through the darkness with Ouratum this event. Earn the Ouratum by siding with the light side. The stats that were suggested by the artist are Tier 3 or 4 Omnivore Flyer or Glider with the abilities Tail Drop, Heal or Cloud Breath, Life Leech, Offensive Poison or Necropoison, Keen Observer, Hunter's Curse, Berserk or Adrenaline. Please do note that these are not its finalist or official stats. These were just suggestions. The play style of this creature is either extremely high regeneration rate niche or pseudo warden, having increased damage by having lower health. I have translated the description for this creature and it says, over and over and over and again, look down and see your perfect creation, Eternal Watcher. Its animation notes say that due to being based on the Ouroboros, a spiral or circle shape should be present in most animations, even if for just a second, except for maybe idle and run. It has very energetic and playful animations, always floats, never touches the ground, its disc always slowly spins. Its wings are not attached to its body, they can move completely separately from it. It slowly spins in a circle while biting its tail in its sitting animation. If too awkward as a sitting animation, it can be used for laying. It spins in its aggro animation, then shows off its wings, roaring at the opponent. It was inspired by Ouroboros and often could have either golden blood or purple blood like Opera Legion, has no gender differences, and as stated on the concept, Ouratoms gain more and more sets of wings as they age. This is the sitting animation for it as stated on the animation notes. It slowly spins in a circle while biting its tail in its sitting animation. Deep darkness that consumes the light. Irizah consumes the light. Earn Irizah by siding with the dark side. The Irizah's rig pose will be revealed later this week. The suggested stats by the artist are Tier 4 Flyer Carnivore with the abilities Bleed, Toxin or Necropoison, Dazzling Flash, Haunt Breath, Area Shock, Fortify. Once again, please do note that these are not its finalist or official stats. These are just suggestions. Its description says the cybernetically enhanced Irizahs are really something. Behold, some say they're not even from this world. Their melodic calls spread across the land, luring creatures to them like a siren. These vain beasts enjoy the spotlight whenever they get the chance to be in it, but don't get too close. You might just become their next meal. Its animation notes say that in its idol, Irizah's body floats above ground, its legs and arms are tucked under it, its gauntlets are on the ground acting like legs, and licks its paw occasionally. It uses its gauntlets to walk, and while arms and legs are still tucked in. During running, it lifts its gauntlets to its sides, faces backwards while its legs and arms are still tucked in. It's like it's flying in the air. While sitting, its legs are on the ground, gauntlets are on the ground, arms are held near its chest, hunched back. A cat sitting can be used as a reference. It levitates slightly above the ground and slowly spins in a circle. Sleeping position is in a tight curl. It flies similar to running animation. And during its idle, almost like a superhero, completely upright body, arms limply stretched out on the sides, palms face downwards. Neck is in an S shape, tail is curled in at the end. Gauntlets resemble wings. A mix between Parahexilian and Gyro Aggro. Feet are on the ground, it stretches out its arms and tires to appear bigger. It claps its gauntlets together occasionally during aggro. It cowers by tightly curled up body, tail tucked between legs. Both gauntlets are put in front of head to protect from a possible blow. It was inspired by Vaporwave, retro, 80s aesthetics, neon signs, mechas, dragons and tigers. Participating in the event and contributing towards your team is vital to ensure you get your own rewards. Choosing light and dark indeed have their own unique rewards separate from the team goals. The main creatures that were obtainable last year will be shared between both teams. There will be unique new items only obtained by being on the team, so Novice, Angelic, Yggdragsticks etc. will be on both global team tracks. The metal-shelled Militura gets a shiny new paint job this week. In other news, some of the signature palettes are receiving a bit of attention. The ones shown are Steampunk, Magma, Nebula polished up a bit. Signatures have been somewhat of a neglected feature, so they will likely be working on a recode to make them more unique and just as valuable as mutations. Only 4 layers really limits how cool and fun signatures can be to customize. Comparing materials to the mutations, sometimes the mutations are honestly way cooler. Materials typically only offer unique particle effects which mutations don't have. After LSS we can expect a small recode to signatures.